check all the audio is fine. We should be able to get ready soon. Well, start soon, rather. Okay, let's have a look. All right, so how we all doing then? We all, as I said, I'll get into a recap in a minute. I just need one of you to say something for me. A sentence.
Hot potatoes.
Something came through. I don't know what it was, but it worked. So there you go. Brill, that should be fine then. What was it that you said? I don't know.
Hot potatoes.
Right. Well, that's all working. I need to make sure that my Roll20 is muted. If you want Roll20 music, I will play some. You can also listen to your own. Alright. That's all good. I'm all good. It's raining outside and it's incredibly bright, so that's strange. Okay. Let's see, where are we? Recap first. We'll do the recap first. Three, two, one. Shiganshina was destroyed, not even a day ago. And all of you were there when it happened, surviving against all imaginable odds. Roughly an hour later, and you were assigned to escort the first convoy of caravans holding refugees to Trust and simultaneously warn the district about the Colossal Titan's sudden appearance and attack. You got loaded up with supplies and were sent on your merry way to the north. The journey wasn't all that bad considering the circumstances, and you went slowly to minimize risk despite your mission being somewhat time sensitive. You stopped at a farmhouse to take a break and warn the residents about the presence of the Titans that were also apparently coming from the west. Investigating the farm was a death trap, as an ambush was triggered and you fought well, all managing to survive while taking out most of the bandits. You captured one, but lost the two horses from the frontmost wagon. Your prisoner Tom was also shot from the hidden bandit, but was successfully bandaged and saved in the nick of time. Currently, he is unconscious. Your wagon of supplies is barren, and you've left a gunpowder trail from whenever the barrel started leaking. Your guns seem poorly maintained, and you have a finite amount of ammo. Not to mention, a large portion of the refugees have fled in panic, and you've gone on a search to try to bring as many of them back to the wagons. But not all of them will fit, now that you're one wagon short. So, I'll bring you onto the map. Make sure it's the right one. Did he have a name? No, they named him something. Alright, so. There you go. You should all be seeing this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Bro. So, it is afternoon.
Day in paradise.
Late afternoon. And you were about to head off to find the refugees who have all fled, essentially. You were gonna pair up in the pairs that you're currently in. But yeah, feel free to mess about with the order if you have wanted to change your mind and do something else. First of all, do we have any questions? I've thrown you into the deep end there. There was a brief recap. It might be worth, because it's been a while, just going over any queries you have or anything you want me to clarify or anything you want to ask other people quickly. If there's any of that. I can go through one by one if you want, unless you're all okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, can I walk all right? I did take a bullet pretty bad to the knee.
I think that you did bandage it though.
Yeah, I mean, that was just to stop the bleeding. I'm just making sure I can, though.
Yeah, you with a slight limp, of course.
All right.
Yeah, and you've bandaged it as well.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, sorry about.
Mm-hmm.
How exactly did I get it first? Because I'm seeing I got 3 out of 4 consciousness. I'm just curious how I got focus.
Now you're gonna have to say that again for me. Sorry.
How did I get hurt? Because I've only got 3 out of 4 consciousness over my my token.
Yes. So there was a battle that happened. I can't remember exactly at which point you left. Were you in the
think-
battle at all?
I think
When you
he
were
got
here?
shot in the ear or something,
No,
or
that
was
was
that
someone
someone
else.
else?
He did get
I was
shot.
not in the battle.
No. So essentially, you guys got ambushed. You got a minor piercing wound. Because it's piercing, it counts as a major, which lost you that consciousness. Essentially, you got shot in your arm.
All right, gotcha.
And also, your weapon is broken. I believe Henrik's weapon is also broken, which left a slight burn on his hand.
I think it exploded when I
Yeah,
tried to.
it did.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Just curious.
That's fine. Canvas's character, Jonathan Keel, he's the one that lost an ear.
All right.
Okay. All right. Before we pair up then, Elsos, roll, I don't know, heart or body.
Would that just be like rage then?
Yeah, you should have a. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, I need to open my sheet. Where is that?
You've got a -1 to heart
Heart.
and a 0 to body.
I'll use my body
Which is why you've got a
then.
low consciousness.
Hey.
Okay, very good. You start walking, and you feel the bandage rubbing against like your leg, and that you haven't quite applied it as well as you thought you had. You can walk, but every step is incredibly painful. It would be best if you kind of sit down, rebandage, rest up a bit. But you can walk if you ever need to.
All right.
But it would be best probably not to try and let it heal a bit. Obviously, you're planning to stay the night as well, which should help.
All right, cool. Maybe I'll like kind of sit back by the wagons and start like, we'll find like a decent stick and maybe sort of fashion some sort of crutch or walking stick or something like that.
You can start doing that. And you are squad leader as well, so You can tell everyone what to do, especially Mondak and Jonathan, since they aren't here.
All right. So yeah, how do we want to like pair them up? Should we have like Mondak and Julian and Jonathan and Henrik? So like the active players can kind of,
That's fine
control
with
the
me.
other two.
Brilliant.
And then you guys can go looking for the civilians, and I'll see if I can catch up or not.
Yeah, so there will be
Ugh.
some civilians here, but the majority is gone. This as well is your hostage, one of the people who ambushed you but surrendered.
Right.
And the horses for this wagon here that's covered in blood, the horses are dead.
So we'll have to get the lead
Yeah,
wagon out the road then if we want to move.
yeah, and then this wagon at the back is your supply wagon, but you found out it's got no supplies in it. And the gunpowder barrel that's in there is leaking, and it's left a trail for who knows how long as well.
I think it's best we take the horses from the supply wagon, since if there's no supplies in it, what's the point of having it? And put that on the other wagon.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
So, anyways, are you pairing up, the four of you?
I mean,
Not you, of
you
course.
guys would cover more ground if I think we went in like pairs of two, but that's, I don't know. You guys can stay together if you guys want to.
Hmm.
The classic split up and look for clues. It can't possibly end badly, right?
Yeah, no, and we're all by putting the party, all right?
No.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be safer if we went like all the group.
It'd be safer if
You
you
know,
went as a group. Yeah.
yeah, because then if we get ambushed, it'd be 5 of us instead of 2 of us.
Hmm.
But yeah, what do you guys think?
You guys offering to carry me, or?
If you need a hand getting around, I'll give you a hand. But I'll go. I'll go right on because
I feel like we should
lunch job.
kind of, hurry. Because the longer we wait, the farther they're gonna get, probably. And the more likely it is that we won't find them.
Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like me fumbling around in the woods with like one good leg is not exactly ideal. Maybe I could bring the horses in. How like dense is the woods? Like, would I be
Quite
able to
dense.
ride?
All right, remember best if you hang back and get your leg
Okay.
killed.
But yeah, if you guys want to
Do you have any like?
and I should also probably keep like, because there are still civilians like near the wagons, right?
There is some, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good to keep an eye on them so they don't get spooked as well.
Do you have any like first aid supplies?
No.
I had a personal supply, but I used that on my leg, and it is run dry.
Yeah, you've
All right,
got
fair enough.
whatever you've got on you. That's it. Because your
We thought we
supplies
loaded
were
some into the
barren.
wagons, but apparently not. Like the rest of the shit.
Okay.
All right. So, are you pairing up, or are you going just as a group to one location? as a group of four. I assume the lieutenant is staying behind. So I'll position the four of you, and then you can just move yourself and ask who to pair up with, or go on your own, or go as a three, go as a four. Leave it up to you, based on what you have been talking about. Henrik, what do you feel about this situation?
So the area where they could have gone to, is it like full of trees, or do you have like much visibility in every direction?
Yeah, so at the moment it's pretty much just tree line. I'll say there's probably... I'll give you two locations to go to, because they wouldn't all have gone the same way. There'd be probably the forest down here, which you definitely could not get a wagon through. If you double back through these trees, there's probably a larger field that's part of this farm that probably goes up this way, which some of them may have run to also.
Well, since I'm not injured, I could go to wherever location is like further away from where we are right now.
And who, if anyone, do you want to take with you?
Maybe Mondak.
Yeah.
I
So
think
Julian,
he
are
isn't
you
injured
going?
either.
He's not injured, no. So Julian, are you happy to go with Jonathan, or would you rather do something different?
That's fine. I'm both going with Jonathan.
Bro. Okay. That's alright then. We'll get there. I'll describe a bit about what's going on. And we'll just have you roll a couple of duty rolls, I think. So,
Oh, great.
oh gosh, they're tiny.
All our best stats. Discipline! Or duty, that's the one.
That's the one. So, a few dozen of them here have run out into this field, and they're just following wherever this road goes in groups. You manage to just sprint, and eventually you see them in the distance and catch up with them. Henrik.
Alright. So can I call out to them? Like, would they be able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, yeah, they'll probably turn around, but they're gonna keep walking if you call out to them.
So Henrik would say that we defeated whoever was ambushing us, and that we're planning to stay at the farm, and that it's safe there now, and that they can't stay out there by themselves because it's way too dangerous.
Okay, feel free then to roll a duty roll.
Alright.
Some of the people, they're looking like they're exhausted. They can't walk much further anyway. However, this guy, a priest of the walls, devoted in his belief in his faith, Sorry, one sec. Just got a message from somebody else. Alright, we'll see what they say. He comes up. He's a short king. He's tiny. And he's balding. And he says, "We can't trust you. You led us straight into an ambush instead of us. I can escort these people much better. If they believe in me and I believe in my faith, then I can take them back to Wall Trust and get them to safety. Not you, you slimy, degenerate soldiers."
But you don't even know where to go to. There's just titans out here waiting to eat you all.
You say that, but Shigantina's wall held strong. I don't think there are any out here. I think it is garrison propaganda. What do you have to say to that?
Then how about criminals like we just encountered them? There are also plenty of them out here. How do you wanna defend the people you're with? You can't protect them any better than we can.
Then give me your musket, he demands. You probably see that Mondak has one, because you obviously yours exploded.
Yeah, maybe Mondak will also step closer and
Mondak would not be
yeah,
a fan of this guy's attitude. He would not want to hand his rifle over or anything like that. He would tell you.
yeah. And the other people, are they like still walking away or are they like looking at our direction by now?
They look exhausted and they're just resting. Like they're all moving over to go and sit on these rocks.
Alright. So can we like keep walking up towards them and
Yeah. Feel
try
free.
to convince them?
The priest. Don't turn your back on me, you soldier scum. He will follow you as well, berating you still.
Alright.
But feel free to. These guys, they all look tired down here. They look like they don't want to walk much further. I'll be honest.
Alright.
They're all listening as a result of your 9. They're all willing to listen to what you
Alright.
have to say.
So I know you guys are tired, but you only have to walk back with us to the farm, and then we will be safe, and we can rest until tomorrow. You can get some good sleep, maybe some food even.
Noticing that they've
Will
got
you please
some.
walk back with me, with us?
They have some old and some young with them, who are very tired. Maybe their feet are hurting a lot. Maybe this old guy's got arthritis or something. And this guy steps forward. It begins to rain as well. He says, "Can you not bring some horses, or bring one of the wagons back to pick us up? They can't walk much further as it is in either direction."
Would that be possible technically, or?
You would be able to probably come around this way because you're not in the forested area with a horse or a wagon. There's a lot more than 5 people here. They're just
Alright.
representative.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Maybe Monday could stay back and watch over them while I try to run back quickly.
Yeah, they will appreciate the fort if you go ahead and do
Alright.
that. Okay. So you're on your way back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move you up there. You see, as you're jogging away, the Short King goes to berate Mondak. Now then, over to uh, Julian and Jonathan. You go into the forested bit, and it is.
All right.
How dark is this for you? Can you see the map? Or is it a big black
Yeah.
square?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Facing the map.
That's fine. So, the two of you go into the forested area. It's very dense. You'd probably be hard to even get like a horse in here. Um, but yes,
Yeah, like best character on the map.
oh shit, I put the wrong people on. Shit. Yeah, let's try that again. There you are.
All right.
What's your first thoughts going into this? This place, it begins to rain, and it's a little bit creepy. A lot of trees around. If the Titans have made it this far, because when you were leaving Shiganshina, they were saying they had messages from the west saying that there were Titans in that direction. If they've made it this far, then they could be anywhere hiding in these trees.
Yep. They sure could, man. If I just like look around, be a bit annoyed that it's so freaking dark. But admittedly, I would rather be in a forest than out in the open field during the rain.
It would.
Can't complain too much.
So yeah, feel free to roll a mind for me. I'll give you
Oh,
plus
great.
one. Actually, that's a good idea. I probably should have done that for the others. You've got someone with you. I'll give you a plus one as a result of that from this point
Okay.
on.
Bar
There you go.
success.
Brill. So is that it's just a 9 because the plus one brings it to a flat. Okay.
Yep.
Brilliant. You can hear things shuffling around. You can hear people moving, definitely. People coughing
Okay.
around you. Probably towards your north-ish.
All right. I think we'll head in that direction then. I'll also call out for them and just be like, "Hey guys, we took care of the bandits. You guys can go back now." So yeah, so
That's okay.
I do.
That's fine. So, let's have a look. You can see This guy kind of comes out of where he's hiding. He sneaks out, maybe steps on like a twig that snaps, alerting you to his presence.
Hey, bud.
How's it going? I'm with the refugees. Can you get me back to Trust, man?
Yeah, we can get to there. We just gotta get the other refugees, and then we'll be on our way.
Okay. They all splintered off, and I don't know, man. It's spooky out here. I heard someone screaming not too long ago.
Like before or after the refugees splintered off.
Let's say again for me.
Never mind. Where'd you hear the screaming coming from?
Okay. Uh, it came towards our west, kind of that direction.
Okay.
I'll
All right, we'll
stay
take a look.
behind you. Gosh.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Rob, quick question.
Yes.
Would I recognize this guy as one of the refugees, or
Yes, probably. Well, there's a lot of them, so roll
yeah.
duty. Give you a +1 because Keel's with you.
I go?
You're not sure.
Okay.
You could be, couldn't be.
All right.
Feel free to move on.
Yeah, I'll move on, but keep an eye on him just in case.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant. Okay, so you head westward with this guy. Roll another mind for me, please, with +1.
All right. That's good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're gonna get lost.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
That guy does look like some sort of thug or something. Look at those suspenders.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. This guy was kind of sus, bro.
Well, you're getting a bit lost, as you feared.
Oh, great.
And you haven't found anyone in quite a while.
Oh,
You, yeah, that's all for now.
okay.
Roll me one more mind check, please.
Sure thing. With the +1.
Yes.
What is this?
You're looking around. You manage to find maybe a couple more people.
Okay. Okay.
Probably bringing it up to, I don't know, you maybe find like a small group of people. But that's the best that you. Otherwise, if you go any further, you're worried you're going to get completely lost.
All right.
And Keel is, he's missing an ear. Um, and he needs medical attention as well. And it's probably best for you to head back with at least some people.
Yeah, it's better than no one.
So you're on your way back. Just stick them there for now. But you're not quite back yet. Okay. Let me think.
And yeah, well, they're all gone. I'm gonna try to clear the road. Like, we have the horses and stuff, so I'm gonna try to get the civilians to,
Okay.
kind of drag them off to the side maybe so we can continue on in the morning or whenever people get back. If we've rounded up everyone, then
Sure.
I guess we'd have
Yes.
to.
While they're doing that, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And while you're doing it,
Should I roll like a strength check for like the group to see how fast we can get it done, or does it
you've
not
got
really
enough.
matter?
You got enough people around
Alright.
that try and kind of help out a bit. So it will eventually happen. I'll move this out of the way. There you go. And Henrik will come back while this is happening as well. Essentially, you're kind of sitting there ordering people to move the wagon around because you don't have much strength with the way your leg has been hurt. Um, things are moving busily around here, Henrik. Um, how do you go about asking for a wagon to, I guess, Elsos?
I walk up to him
Uh,
with people,
where's
but they.
where's your partner? What's his face?
Mondak, we found a
Mondak,
group
that's
of
the one.
people, but they can't really walk anymore. But they are willing to come back if I can get a wagon to them and escort them back to the farm. Would that be alright, Lieutenant?
Yeah, that's fine. You should probably take the supply wagon. We might as well just offload all the crates. They're basically empty, it seems, so should be able to fit everyone in there.
All right. Yeah, so you hop on the supply wagon and you start taking it over there. You eventually get back. You can see Mondak is his you know getting fed up with this priest. He jokingly asks you if you can leave him behind, because he's doing his head in, and you load the maybe couple dozen, 2 or 3 dozen people on board the wagon. You return as Julian and Keel also return with, a small group of people as well.
Alright.
And so the road is clear. You're all back. Together. It's getting dark and it is raining as well. Is your plan? I mean, feel free to discuss it as well. Is your plan to remain here until the morning? That was your initial plan, anyway.
I mean, did we find everyone?
Not everyone.
Mm,
You spent a good amount of hours, probably 2 or 3 overall, though, trying and getting who you could.
Do we have like a flare gun or anything like that?
Not unless you've got one on your person, I'm afraid.
I don't think I do. Any of you guys? Does Mondak have one? He's a scout, right?
I don't believe he does. I will check for you.
So maybe you could like shoot up some sort of signal or something, like a blue or green, maybe have the civilians like come back to us. I don't know. I don't know if that would even work, but
No, neither Mondek nor Keel have flagons.
well, yeah. If we stay the night, then maybe a couple stragglers will come back, and that'll give us time to like at least heal up our wounds and dress them a little bit better. We can maybe search the farmhouse for like medical supplies and stuff. We haven't really looked around that much in there. Unless anybody's against that.
No objections
I
here.
think it's a good idea. We stay here for
Alright.
the night at least.
Would we be able to make it by tomorrow? Like if we left in the morning? Or would it still be like a while? I'm just trying to gauge kind of how far we are at this
You'd be
point.
able to make it. You're
Alright, well,
probably
that
about
shouldn't,
halfway, roughly. And it would
shouldn't
take,
be too bad.
like, if you were on just a horse, it would probably take about 8 hours, or maybe a little bit, an hour or hour and a half less if you were going full speed pretty much the whole time. Obviously, you're in a convoy of wagons, so you're going to go slower anyway. But
And
you're
it
probably
is
about
getting
halfway.
dark, right? Like it's been
It's
a
getting
couple
dark
hours
and it's
searching.
raining, yeah.
Yeah, so that would slow us down even more. And in the dark, we might run into another fucking ambush or some bullshit like that. If there's
Greetings.
one, I wouldn't be surprised if there's another. And maybe that fucking captive will wake up. Maybe we can ask him some shit.
Alright. Sorry. Oh, fuck. So, it's going well. You've at least got some people back. So, oh fuck. Do you? Well, not do you, I guess. That's fine. It becomes nighttime. You're all on board with the plan of staying. So, nightfall draws in, and you light some torches from material you find from around the farmstead. And the moon is bright tonight, giving you enough illumination while you stay on the farm. The corpses of the bandits gets moved into the forest, and silence befalls the convoy. None of the refugees want to talk, none of them want to be here. They've lost everything and don't exactly appreciate you after what had no reason not to be a simple escort. To say the least, if they make it to trust, the reputation of all 3 regiments that you represent will take a hit. The torrential rain continues to pour. Do you do anything during the nighttime? Obviously, Mondek, we'll get to him. He's going to try and thingy with the bandit.
Right.
Interrogate. But do the three of you have anything in particular you'll do? And then we'll get into all of that as well. If not, you can just relax and rest as well.
I definitely like search around the farmstead, see if we can scrounge up any more food, supplies, anything like that. Since we don't seem to have much on us.
Okay, that's fine.
Should I do like an awareness test then, or?
In a minute.
Alright.
Henrik, what about you? If you have anything you want to do.
Check up on the refugees quickly, see if they're all faring well. For the most
And
part.
Julian, what about you?
Yeah, prosecute on refugees. Also try to patch up my arm the best I can.
Do you have any bandages on you?
I do not. No.
No, you will have to just use some kind of thing. Alright, so if you roll a mind then for me, no bonuses there for you, because that's your
Yep.
healing stat. James Forland, you can also roll a mind for me if you're looking around. And Henrik, you can roll a duty for me.
Hey!
Hey, that's pretty good.
That's the best you could get. Nice.
Roger,
That was
you managed to patch up one of your wounds a little bit. It doesn't remove the wound, but you can just put next to it that you've bandaged it. Which one is it?
the arm wounds. My arm. Yeah, where got shot?
Yeah. Okay, Henrik. These refugees are not okay. Obviously, you're probably sheltering in the house as well as yeah. In fact, we'll move people probably into the house to get them out of the rain. It's freezing. It's muddy. People are not having a fun time, and you can't do much to cheer them up.
Worst summer camp ever.
Yeah.
Some people have to go in these sheds. And you probably put the dude in there, which is where Mondak is. Forland, you were searching around just for general materials?
Like medical supplies, food, maybe anything. I don't know. Like, how was this like an abandoned farmhouse? Like, what's the state of it, kinda?
Well, it's funny that you mention it. Because you're looking around. This place has pretty much nothing of value. Pretty much nothing at all, anyway. If there were people living here, they weren't. They were quite impoverished, and yeah. You go into the barn though to see. Oh gosh, there's nothing, literally nothing around, and you push the barn door open to see if there's more shelter that you can put people in as well. In here, it is filled with just horrible, just stench of death and like mildew and mold from the rain.
Ew. By death, do you mean like, there's a rotting family in here. How nice.
A mother and a
No.
daughter have been killed and left to rot in this barn.
That is what I call a dead child.
Oh boy. Yeah, I just like kind of
Yeah.
slowly leave and shut the door behind me. And if anybody asks, I'd say it's too moldy to sleep in. You should probably just avoid it. I don't want to like
Yeah, I
tell
was
the
gonna say,
civilians that there's a bunch of like a dead kid in there.
I'm gonna say we're all thinking, guys. That's pretty scary, man.
Uh, I mean, I assume it was the fucking like. If I take a closer look, can I see how they died? Does it look like the bandits killed them, or did they like starve
Yeah,
to death
they've
or
been like
something?
stabbed multiple times each,
Jesus.
in quite uh not very professional fashion.
I see, I see. And there's no like sign of a father or anything?
Not from what you can tell.
Hmm.
And there's more bad news to come as well, I'm afraid.
Uh-oh.
As Mondak will probably come back into the house after he went to try and interrogate your prisoner, one of these bandits that may have had a hand in what happened in the barn. And his face goes quite pale.
Is everything all right?
He says the hostage is dead.
Shit. Fuck. What?
That's
Did he
not good.
did he bleed to death? Did he kill himself? What happened?
Looks like he bled to death.
How bad were his injuries? Like, were they bad enough to, bleed to death from? I don't remember.
He got shot at least once. Almost died when
Right.
we had to. I think it was Henrik had to bandage his wounds.
Yeah, that was like done with like cloth or something, right? Like it wouldn't have been super effective.
Either way, says Mundek, he's not happy about this at all, having learned nothing about the guy now that he's died.
Hmm. Did he at least like have anything on him? Like I don't know, and like a message, letters, weapons, anything we could kind of like,
No, we'd already searched him for all that he had. We're at a
Hmm.
loss. And their leader got away.
All right. Well, aren't we just the luckiest bunch, boys? Like, okay. I don't really know what to say.
Julian, what do you think about this scenario?
Well, it sure does suck. That's lost our hostage and now know basically nothing about these bandits. I mean, what are you gonna do?
And Henrik, what about you? If you have anything to say on the matter.
There's not much we can do now anymore. Maybe look around some more where we haven't looked at clearly yet. see if we can find any clues, anything new that we can learn about them. What happened?
And you spend the whole night trying to find anything out that you can. And then eventually you wake up to the sun rising, learning nothing more than you came here with.
All right. Do we like heal any injuries like overnight since we kind of rested, or not
No.
really? Okay. And do the wagons, like, we have 2 that we've unloaded entirely. Could we fit all the civilians that we have left in those? Or is it gonna still be
Um,
too much?
you could probably fit most of them in, but you would have to leave some behind or have them walk potentially if they're able to, but you've still got a long way to go. Also, it rained all night, so it's very muddy as well, um, off the kind of trails.
I don't think leaving people behind's the best idea. And did anybody come back in the night or like in the morning or
No.
okay. Well, I think it's a lost cause at this point. I feel like the people that can walk, we should maybe like load everybody that can't into the wagons, and then maybe people can like take turns walking alongside us. We'd have to go slower to like if they want to keep pace with us, but I don't know. I don't know.
The refugees, who are already very angry at you, would be even angrier. But at the same time, all of them want to get to Trost. So they will, of course, reveal their frustrations. But at the end of the day, they all want to get on a wagon. They just don't want to be the one who has to walk.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking like we would take turns, like if people
If
could
they're
walk
willing
like
to,
for
I
a
guess.
couple hours and then swap out. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, could we just overload the wagons? Maybe I don't know.
Uh, you can. Again, you'll still go incredibly slowly either way.
You guys got any ideas?
Not really. No.
Technically, we could also have a group of people have like waited out here and come back for them. But I don't know if that's a good option. Just in
I
case
mean,
they really don't want to walk.
yeah. uh, I just don't know. Like,
Option.
people are afraid there's Titans, so will people even be willing
Yeah.
to like stay behind? I don't know.
Probably not.
I mean, maybe the priest guy would if he's so confident the walls are still like up. Yeah, we don't have enough horses. There aren't any more horses at the farm, I assume.
No.
I don't know. I feel like we should just leave, and if anybody, just load everybody up we can. If anybody refuses to walk, then I don't know. At this point, it's their loss. We need to get going. I'm sure they'll run up and hurry to catch us when we're out of sight.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find some horses along the way. I don't know.
So there are 5 of you. Which wagons do you want to go into? One of you will
There's
need to drive. There'll also be a passenger side on each of them. One of you, unless they want to walk, will have to go in the back of a wagon or walk.
Um, I'll, oh,
Uh, I would walk if I could, but I don't feel like I would be getting very far.
I can start walking with whoever can't get onto the wagons.
All right.
I
We have
can
like the
take one
empty
of the
supply
horses.
wagon and the other wagon, so
Mm.
I feel like we should have at least one of us, like maybe Modak or something, or like driving the other one. Mondak, Modak, I don't remember.
Mondak.
Okay.
Mondak. Yeah. Or I guess he's like not as injured as the rest of us. Maybe he should walk. I don't know. Whoever's injured should probably not.
Yeah.
We'll probably have we'll probably have, unless you want one of them to drive, Mondak and Keel be passengers. Depends if you guys feel confident driving. I guess it would be harder for you, maybe, James. Henrik, you said you were walking, right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I can
So,
take a horse.
4 of you. So you're walking. Short game. He's gonna get in a wagon. If you allow him to. The injured MP. The child will be getting a wagon. The other child.
Fuck.
The old
That kid's
people.
walking. He's young and spry.
Get in.
He's got a pep in his step. Come on, no.
These guys will probably walk. At least for a bit. So, which one of you two wants to drive, or do you want to denote driver to the other two?
I'll drive one of them.
Jeremy can walk.
Oh, for driving again? Is it duties to drive horses? Or?
You won't need to roll for it. It's just up to you if you think your character is good enough at driving a wagon.
I can drive. I can drive.
Alright.
And Forland, were you driving yours?
I was.
All right. Who do you? It's like sports day. Who do you want on your team? Mondak or Keel? You can pick first, Forland, because you're the leader. Unless you want Julian to pick
Uh,
first.
I don't think it
And coach.
really matters. I'll take Jonathan, I guess. I
All
don't think
right.
Mondak really liked me that much, so.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
There you go. Okay. I'll note down so that you've rested. You're prisoner died in the night. No info learned from him. What else happened? You found the corpses in the barn. And now you're down one wagon, so you unloaded the supply wagon because it had no supplies in it to begin with. And Henrik is walking. The rest of you, it doesn't really matter who's driving for me. Henrik walking. Are you wanting to walk the whole way, or are you going to try and switch eventually with either a refugee or a soldier?
I feel like Jonathan could probably swap out when people get too tired.
Mondak also would be willing as well, definitely. I mean, Jonathan is still. He did get shot in the head.
It's just an ear. He doesn't need that to walk.
True.
Give me a head to walk.
Mondak would definitely be willing to walk as well. He's noble like that, I think, from what we know, from what I remember. Except he has tried to kill Henrik multiple times.
True.
So I don't know how noble he actually is, but okay. All right. I'll move you all down a bit so I can grab you all. You're headed to Trost. Ah, it's exciting. Ah, it's so exciting.
Yippee!
Oh man. Here, I'm gonna change this map around, so I'll just put you on the garrison symbol for now.
Alright.
To Trost. How are you? Okay. Map layer. Let's just flip this. Alright, this'll do. So alright. Oh, the wagons. Oh, for fuck's sake, I forgot the wagons. God damn it. You've been listening to
Oh
Daily
my
Life
goodness.
for a while. I completely forgot. Let's put something else on for you. Here, I'll stick some of this on just while I'm setting things up. Be nice,
All
nice
good.
change for you. Um, okay. God, tiny, bro. That's better. That's better. There we go, look. So, you guys are on your way. Let's turn the jazz off. Let's put on, I don't know, just some nice, just this one. So you guys are on your way finally. The people are, kind of lagging behind. They're getting tired. Henrik leading the charge. Forlin, do you want your wagon to be in the front or the back of the pack? Because obviously going on the grass is very muddy, so you won't actually be able to. Otherwise, your wagon would get stuck.
I'm fine either way.
Okay. Well, if you're squad leader, then we'll. Gosh, gosh, all going wrong. You steal their
That wagon just really wants to be right next to us.
There we go. All right, that's fine. And then if I do that, oh, lovely.
There we go.
So, journey onto Chalk.
Why do we have like all the people that look like criminals on our wagon? Like we got some like snaggly tooth like backstabber, like fucking thug looking guy in suspenders. Two weird creepy old men and a dude with a scary mustache. And you guys got some like kids and a fucking priest. That's not a good combo either.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
I guess they're not little boys, so they're probably safe.
Do you guys should I go through your thoughts very quickly? Thorland, what's your thought about the situation as you're on your way to Trost? It stopped raining in the morning, but it's still very wet out here and very cold.
I thought I was gonna get a promotion. I am definitely probably not gonna get one now. This has been a shit show, and I've dreaded every minute of it. I'm sure my knee is fucking like aching. I am just pissed. There's yeah.
Fair enough. Julian, what about you? Or Henrik. You can also
Head empty.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up the good spirits of the people who are walking, so they don't fall behind, and I'll make sure I can like switch them out sometimes so they don't have to walk anymore.
Singing some marching songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mondak will probably chat to you a bit as well. Probably apologize for leaving you behind several times. Julian,
That doesn't sound like him.
Julian, do you have any thoughts about the current situation?
Not really, no.
No, fair enough. Well, you will now because a wheel falls off of your wagon.
Fucking hell.
Right, we should have grabbed more. We should have grabbed the other. You knew it. We should have grabbed spare wheels from the other wagon.
Why would we think of that? Like, fucking wagons are already full.
Why would we think of that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And
Can we put it back on?
Comes to a halt.
Can we put it back on, please? Just be fucking merciful. It just fell off, right? We can just...
You can have a look. Go over there, and you'll realize that one of the rungs, the wooden bits that goes towards the center of the wheel, has completely snapped off.
Great.
This wheel cannot be repaired with the lack of materials that you currently have.
Okay. Idea. Could we try to take some of the wood off the wagons? Off one of the wagons, do a move brace thing. What do we call it?
Do we have hammers or anything though?
Do we have saws or anything? I'm guessing probably not. But...
No.
Okay, we'll tear some floorboards off this thing, fuck, with our bare hands.
Exactly.
could we like, could we turn back for the other wagon? How far have we gotten?
You've probably gone over an hour. Maybe not quite an hour and 45, but getting there.
Okay.
Is it worth turning back then, or should we just
Wait,
keep?
Can we even like
truck-
still pull the wagon in its current state? The wheels just falling off?
I feel like that would. Maybe.
You can try. The wagon, it's kind of slanted to one side, so the front kind of left corner, whichever wheel fell off. I think it was the front left one. Um, it's slanted down towards that side, so it will be dragged along and it will exhaust the horses more and ultimately go slower.
Yeah, I think we
Fine.
should turn back.
Yeah. Should we split up or do we stay together? Probably not split
Work
up.
together.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, splitting up is never a good idea.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
my
just thinking
opinion-
like these people are not gonna want to walk back to the wagon. So should we just like stay here and wait for like Julian or whoever wants to go to like pick up the
Actually, yeah,
wagon
you guys.
and come back?
Yeah, I think you guys hang tight while the rest of us. Get
Like you guys
to
can take the
wagon.
horses, like, and ride back to the other wagon. You know, get them all hooked up, and then
Yeah, I think that's the play.
all right. Yeah. So, do you guys want to go, or do we want the
I can go.
NPCs to go? Or all right.
If you have the amplitude going, like, but I'm on going. So, open it out. Give us a new wagon.
Yeah, at least it'll give
Okay.
like the people walking a chance to take a break.
That too.
But if anything goes wrong, we won't really know until it's you're fucking like an hour away. uh,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. How about this? If we're not back in like 5 hours, press on.
Sure. That's fair.
Yeah.
Who is going? So Julian's going.
Mhm.
Is it just him?
I mean, we need to take 2 horses back to the wagon, so
That is
Yeah,
true.
I need
maybe
someone to go with me, guys. Come on.
maybe you want to take Mondak. He's pretty good in a fight, right?
I'll
So-
take Nondeck. Yeah, he's good. He is pretty good in the fight. I'll take him.
Yeah, he'll be willing to go with you. All right.
And you guys, I'll give you like any spare ammo I have in case you guys come across something. I don't know. I think I only have like 2 bullets left, but
I think my gun's broken, so
Yeah, Mondek has one, so he can take 1 or 2 bullets, however many you've got, with the few that he has.
I'll give you my musket. It jams like a son of a bitch, but it's still technically is not broken, I think. I don't think I fumbled with it. Yeah.
yeah, mine is like broken. Yeah.
Well, it's better than nothing.
We'll swap muskets.
All right.
Like we're doing both of them.
Sounds good.
All right.
Run like the wind.
Here you go.
Okay. So, you're heading back to the farmstead on horseback.
Oh, this music. This music is like give a choke down.
While they're gone, do you do anything while you're waiting?
I mean, we get the
Henrik.
wagon out of the way for when they
Yep.
come back.
You can do that. That will now be. Oh well, I guess. Yeah, you can just. They'll just be stuck in the mud from now on. So it's not like
Maybe
you
we
need
should
it
like
anymore.
kind of hack it up best we can, make a little fire or something. Keep us warm. I'm sure it's kind of cold.
You can try to make a fire for me. What role would that be? I guess duty, because it's like your knowledge on how to make a fire. You would have learned in the cadet corps or your military training.
Well,
Henrik, what do you do while he's failing to make a fire?
Really valid.
I'll try to gather up the people a bit around the potential fireplace.
Oh my gosh.
It's wet. It's not going up. I don't got any like gunpowder to start it with. I don't. I'm basically like putting my like the broken rifle up next to it, like repeatedly, like fucking pulling the trigger, trying to get the little spark thing to ignite it. God damn it!
It's only going up.
Yeah, it's not working.
Can I give it a try too?
Sure, roll duty as well. See if you're any better than
All
this
right.
military veteran, this lieutenant, as a
Can't
weak
even start a fucking
graduated
fire.
cadet.
I don't usually start fires. I have servants do that for me.
Oh.
There we go.
Very good. Yeah, you manage. You realize that you should use dry wood rather than wet wood.
No kidding.
Oh my god.
And then it starts
I wish I
working.
thought of that.
Keeps you a bit warmer.
All right. Gathering around, let's roast some marshmallows.
You guys ride back as fast as you can. It's still probably going to take you at least an hour to get back, maybe a little bit less.
Right.
And what do you do?
What do I do? What do I do? Alright, so are we like back at the wagons now? Well, but the wagon.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You
Alright,
should be
yeah.
on the map.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna unload the. Actually, is there anything in that wagon?
I think it was just a civilian like carrying one. I don't think there's much in it.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll just hook up the horses to the wagon, make sure its wheels aren't about to fall off. Get going.
Yeah, you can give us like a duty or a mind. See if you can see how this wagon is condition-wise.
Sure.
You can get a +1 as well, because Mondak is with you.
Yeah, +1.
Duty in mind, my two best stats.
Of course, they gotta be.
Obviously.
Yep.
Hey, that's
Marshall.
yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It's looking fine. You don't notice any major flaws with it at the moment. You're more focused on just trying to get these horses on there. Which you probably do. So they're on there. Poof. Do you drive or does Mondak drive?
I'll drive.
Perfect. They're tiny, bro. Why does it do this? I guess
We
I
should just light
don't
all the
know
wagons
how
on
I can do
fire. I
that.
feel like that'd really that'd really help us in our mission.
Yep.
Yay! They returned. We've started a
Yay.
cult. The cult of the
And it's
burning
closed.
wagon.
You start a cult?
Yeah, it's the cult of the burning wagon. You want to join? It's pretty cool.
Guys, at least for 5 minutes and you start a cult.
You were gone for like 2 hours, probably. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, about 2.5 hours. I'm just gonna turn my light on quickly.
Alright, boys. It hasn't even been 3 hours. Come on. I expected better. I expected better from you guys.
You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. We're. uh,
Gosh, I see the burning wagon now. Very nice. And you're headed onto Trust. Mondak will switch with Henrik. If Henrik wants
Trust.
to have a ride anyway. And you'll load up your people again. Into the void they go. Very good. Alright, and you're ready to continue your journey.
Please.
Before we get to Trust, let's just take a quick break quickly.
Mary.
Nice.
Are we doing something like wildly wrong, or is this meant to be just a fucking nightmare to deal with? I'm really curious. I guess he's gone. Well, never mind.
Okay. I'm back. All right. How are we doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
Couldn't be better.
We're doing well. We're nearly done, honestly. It's not going too bad, time-wise.
Time-wise, sure, but like success rate-wise, are we doing something wrong? Like,
Wrong.
yeah. I feel like we've just fucking, I don't know, nothing seems to be going our way.
I'd say all of you are doing as well as you can be in your respective goal.
No. Well, I would hate to see how bad it would be if we weren't.
So how are we all feeling? Are we all feeling okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
We better not come across any Titans, man. I swear to God.
This far south? No, never. Speaking of, so
Uh-oh.
you guys spend the next few hours traveling to Trost, way behind schedule. But you haven't seen anyone, at least not on the paths that you've taken, come back, you know, from there the way that you've been coming.
That's not a great sign.
Finally,
Like, we weren't like the only like civilian like procession, right? Like there were supposed to be people coming after us that we would have run across if they weren't dead.
yeah, they were going to send more convoys when they had the means to do so after yours. But now you can see Wall Rose in the distance, standing tall and mighty as it should for now. You get closer and closer. The wall becomes more and more into view. You can see there are soldiers on top of the wall and by where the outer gate is. Garrison, probably. There are no cannons on top of this wall. Do you
Seems
want to
like
just
an
ride up
oversight.
to the gate into Trust?
I
Sure.
don't see why not.
Okay,
why
great,
wouldn't?
great.
Like,
That's
how else
what
are we gonna get in?
Yeah. We'll just barrel through the wall real quick, you know. It'll be fine.
Just jump over it.
Yeah, we have ODM gear like just built in, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, just
So,
go into our
just
body.
shoot my fucking veins out like Spider-Man real quick. Climb the wall.
halt, travelers. The garrison soldier says.
Oh,
Um,
we halt, I guess.
yeah, you halt.
We surely
He
halt.
salutes and
Salute back.
asks you where you're going and what's going on. They say that they want to know what the situation is, but they're being quite vague.
The wall was breached. What district was
Wall.
breached again? Out of character.
Shiganshina.
Shiganshina, yeah. Shiganshina was breached. We're transporting refugees.
They turn and look. How many of you can corroborate this story?
Do I have like any kind of like letter or anything to like say
No.
that was the mission?
I mean,
What do you mean?
you are the squad leader, so you could write one now if you wanted, but you've not been given any kind of official documentation.
It was a bit of a rush job, but
It was very, yeah. You know, people weren't expecting it, to say the least.
Nah.
As hard as that is to believe.
So does anybody take like, you know, confirming that that was our job, or are we just gonna all get arrested real quick?
Yeah, now let's just all get arrested, guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I'll back you up.
Okay, cool.
Further north, guys. Come on. Further north.
So, what do you say? Squad
You
leader
speak the truth.
or whoever. You speak the truth.
You speak the truth. A
Yeah.
giant Titan showed up in front while we and kicked in the gates. Sorry,
There were
Shiganshina.
supposed to be more wagons and civilians, but we came across some trouble on the road, and there was supposed to be even more like squads being sent out after us with more civilians, but it doesn't seem like they've
And it
been
took you
sent.
this long to get here. He snaps
We
at
were.
you.
You fucking better
Yeah,
watch
it did.
your
At one
mouth.
time.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, but what about it?
Sounds like you've been through a difficult journey.
Yeah, as we like look at the
That's what I
group, we're
read.
fucking soaking wet, covered in blood and bullet holes.
He does strain to get those words out, though. It seems to take some effort to try and be a bit empathetic with you. We've had our own issues as well, but just he clutches his head like he started to get a pounding headache. Just come in, fine, and do what you need to do. It's not been a good night for us either. Sorry
What
for.
happened?
Roll a mind check for me.
Okay.
Anyone can roll mind if they want to.
What's my mind?
My mind's not good.
Mine 0. I'll just use awareness. Oh, nope. Fuck. Yeah, no.
Okay. Henrik always outshining you in every single roll you're together.
I know, he should just be the lieutenant at this
as
point.
you start going through the outer gate. Henrik, you notice the outer gate is raised, so obviously you can go through, but like the sides of it, one side is kind of crumbling, like something has
Hey.
smashed into it with a major amount of force. Oh, what's happened?
Got another 3. High
I just did
five.
a roll. Uh,
Oh, I see. Yeah. Um, yeah, it looks like Henrik. A bit of the wall here has been smashed into by something with incredible power, which is causing the wall to slightly collapse a bit, where the
Oh
kind of
shit.
outer gate would come down to. So you would
but
come to the conclusion that if the outer gate were to close, there would be a bit of a gap in the side of it.
Mm.
What happened here?
And as you pass through as well, it looks like they probably wouldn't have these. They probably wouldn't have tornadoes or anything in Parody, but it looks like a tornado is rammed through, essentially. Through like the main street
Oh,
that leads from. Here's a map of Trust. So down this like middle road here that connects the outer and the inner gates. It looks like, at least as far as you can see, because obviously it's much bigger than this. Like it's a massive city. It looks like something is like some kind of something has torn through this area. The cobblestone is cracked. Houses have been like some of the houses that are bordering this main road are collapsing a bit into it. There is blood as well, dry blood on this street as well.
Jesus. Uh, did a Titan somehow get here? What's going on?
Um, the garrison person looks up to you, and his face goes a bit pale. And yeah, essentially that's it. Came from the west, tore straight through the district, and went right out the inner gate.
Did
We
kill
didn't
it?
have a chance to react to it. We've sent some men out when we could, but it was nighttime when it came through. It shouldn't have been able to move. We don't know if the squad that was sent out have hunted it or not. They haven't returned. It went into Walrose somewhere. All the rain last night made it hard to see. The tracks, I've no idea if they were able to follow them or not.
Shit.
You are on the same wagon as Keel, right?
Me?
Yes.
I believe so, unless he swapped out with someone on the road.
I've accidentally flipped you all. Gosh. Sideways. Oh god.
I've
Uh,
also gained like 3 feet.
you what?
Eat these guys whole, like we're way larger than them.
God. Oh no.
We are the Titans now.
Even the short king is taller than them all. Yeah, sorry, the second wagon's in the void at the minute. I'm just sorting this out. So let me just try and select all of you. Let's get you down a bit. There we go. So, you notice as you're the first wagon through out of the two, Jonathan Keel seems to. He kind of goes, ah! And he just like fidgets a bit. His foot slips and he does fall off of the wagon.
Uh,
As he's getting back up, he is staring down at his hands, and it looks like he's almost in some kind of a trance as he's just blank stare ahead of him, his hands trembling.
kind of look back at the other wagon and back at him. Everything okay, Jonathan?
He does not reply.
I'm gonna kind of like hop out of the wagon next to him and like kind of put a hand on his shoulder and try to like shake him a little bit, see if I can get a response.
Roll duty.
I believe it's -1, yes. Hey, it's a partial.
You're not sure if he's going through shock all of a sudden or something. You may have seen your fair share of kind of PTSD. That's kind of what it seems like. And you don't quite manage to snap him out of it, and you just say, he's got to go through it. He's just. Is the best medical advice, or just advice in general, when you shake his shoulder and he doesn't respond.
Yeah, PTSD, you just thug it out.
Essentially.
It'll be fine. Okay. Well, I kind of like pull him back into the wagon best I can. Maybe I'll ask for some help from someone.
Yeah, some
And
people will come around. There's also a lot of people like sweeping the streets, trying to clear up all the blood that's here as well, like on their hands and knees scrubbing. That's along this street.
and do we
Yes,
have like a spot we're supposed to drop the civilians off at, or is it just kind of
you were just told to go.
within the wall?
Well, I think it was just yeah. If you go to Trust, you warn the military regiments. They'll all have a
Alright.
headquarters here. And in fact, Henrik is from Tross, so when he comes in, I'll be able to tell him where it all is.
Cool.
Mondak and the crew, they start walking in as well. And then a similar thing happens to Mondak as well.
What the
He
fuck is going on?
he like grabs his musket off his back because it's like getting heavy, and then he like winces in pain all of a sudden, and then he just kind of has to like hold on to the wall. And he almost falls down, and he manages to grab the wall and starts breathing heavily and rapidly. And you can hear in the back of your wagons, people are like, "Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?" to each other, not to you, in the back of your wagons, both wagons.
It's like the same thing happening to them.
I think you're down from the wagon, aren't you, at the moment? Anyway, so yeah, you can go around and have a look. It looks like some of them are also showing kind of symptoms of this, whereas
What?
they're like trying to wake each other up, and they're like, people are shaking. Um, yeah.
It's fucking synchronized PTSD. What the fuck? I don't even know what to think of this.
Julian. Oh, he's muted.
I'm gonna like call for like medics or something. I don't know. I don't know if anybody will come, but
Yeah, people will come.
well,
They'll rush over. They'll try. These guys are on top of the wall, so they can't do anything. But these people by the gate will. They'll try to come down. Broadchi, are you
yeah. I
here?
mean,
Hang on.
Okay.
No, we'll wait. We'll wait for him. So continue. Sorry.
Yeah, he's typing in chat.
Oh, is he?
In the game chat, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. So sorry. Continue.
I'm basically just like in a panic trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm like, yeah, directing medics to like
Hmm.
check on them. I don't know. I don't really know what to do.
That's fine. Henrik, what about you?
Yeah, I think I was traveling with Mondak, so I probably also walk up to him and see if I can help stabilize him or something.
Yeah, gosh, you're massive, aren't you, compared to him at the moment? We'll have to fix that at some point. Um, you go up to him and you go to grab him, and
Mhm.
you get almost like an electric shock off of him that shoots
Whoa.
across the palm of your burned hand. I want you just to come down into military police voice chat for me. There we go. So something interesting is going to happen here. I can connect to the voice call. There we go. If he follows in, there we go. Hello.
I
How's it going?
still good. Yeah.
Good. All right. So, are you ready for what I'm about to read to you? You go over to
Yeah.
Mondak, and when you go to touch like his shoulder to see what's wrong with him, um, try to compose him or whatever it is, and he's clearly suffering with something like a lot of the people from your convoy suddenly are. You get this electric shock that shoots across the palm of your hand that got burned. And this brief moment of pain causes you to kind of walk backwards a little bit, recoil backwards, close your eyes in pain, as it's quite a sharp sensation. When you open your eyes, you're not in Trust anymore, but you're in Shiganshina. You
Uh,
know that Julian is gone, and
mhm.
Mondak has gone into the large inn-like building to find the Duke. You're stood on top of it
Mhm.
with some garrison soldiers as Titans amble towards you. You remember this from your
Yeah,
first
yeah, I
session?
do. Mhm.
You worry that if Mondak takes any longer while he goes inside of here to try and find the Duke, you're either going to have to leave him behind or probably die fighting the massive Titans bearing down on you. And these garrison soldiers, they aren't all that willing to fight with you. Out in the city,
Right.
there are men, women, families, children being devoured, as the inner gate was closed very early on. All of them are trapped in there. In fact, I'll put on some of this music. Yeah, let's do that again. There are families being eaten out there. You can hear them screaming, crying out for help. But you've got your mission, and you stand on top of the roof of the inn, watching opposite the road from you at the Titan that's like one you've never seen before, the one covered in this stony armor plating,
Mhm.
which is smashing the town hall to bits, absolutely obliterating it. That's what you thought, anyway, or at least something was happening. You saw a little bit more of what was going on than Mondak or anybody else. And you realize from the slanted rooftop, titans coming down at you. This abnormal is not mindlessly smashing away at the town hall. It is almost very carefully stripping pieces away of the building and stopping to look inside of the bits that it pulls apart, to look inside the rooms of the ceilings it's just pulled off, almost as if it's searching for something in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have fallen over back in trust, and you stand back up, maybe after however long. Do
Alright.
you have anything to say before we return to the others?
I think I would just like pinch myself to like see if anything of what's happening is real, or if it's just something that I'm imagining.
Yeah, fair enough. Nothing
Yeah.
happens when you pinch yourself. There's just a bit of pain there. All right,
Alright.
let's head back. All right, we'll wait for him to come back.
All good news, I hope.
Yeah, so you would probably see through the gate, Mondak leaning on the wall. Henrik goes up to him. Henrik touches him to go check on him, recoils backwards and falls over. And then just kind of has this blank stare for like a minute or so until he eventually shakes his head and pinches himself and then goes to stand up.
Henrik, you okay over there?
Do you reply, Henrik?
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
I just like call over if you're okay.
Oh. Something crazy just kind of happened. I was thrown back to Shiganshina, and it all felt so real for a moment. I felt like I was just pulled away from the present, and I was reliving a memory from the past.
Jesus, okay. Is your head all right? Like, did you fall or hit anything? Maybe you have like a concussion. I don't know. What the fuck is going on?
I have no idea what's going on either.
Brodsky, are you can feel free to type to me, Brodsky. Are you available to are you still listening, essentially? We'll see what he says.
Yeah, it was up.
Okay, bro. Can you come into military police VC for me?
Yeah, sure thing.
We'll wait in here and see if his mic's a bit scuffed, but there we go. Okay, how's it going?
Um, good,
Good.
good.
If you're unable to talk, I'm just gonna read something out to you. So if you need to stay muted, feel free.
No, I'm free to talk right now. So, yeah.
Okay. So you see all of this going on. I don't know how much of it you caught, but the people on your convoy are acting strange.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you heard what Henrik said, but he said he got a memory of Shiganshin or something like that. After
Interesting.
touching Mondak to see if he was okay. You feel exhausted after doing all of this work today. You've been back and forth, and it's getting to you. You get this kind of pain in your forehead, this kind of electric shock just from out of nowhere. And you close your eyes just because you're so damn tired. And when you reopen your eyes, you're no longer at Trost's outer gate. Why would you be? You're in Shiganshina still. You never left.
Right.
And everything is completely fine here in Shiganshina where we are.
Yeah, of course we in Shiganshina. So luckily for the past 2 days getting out of Shiganshina.
And let's see. So you're near the inner gate where this checkpoint is. If you remember, the Rose Military Police had set up this checkpoint and they were searching. Oh, well, not were, they are, of course, because you're there at the moment. They're searching Shiganshina for something, and the Rose MPs they've set up this checkpoint. And Mondak is ahead of you, speaking with them, trying to figure out what's going on. And of course, you're waiting for the wall lift to come down so that you can go up the wall and as you were assigned to kind of cannon maintenance with this new squad. This new squad of Mondak and Henrik, whoever these people are. Mondak is a scout, and for some reason you've been assigned with him. Who knows? So you're waiting and waiting for the wall lift to come down. And your attention is very briefly drawn to this very tall, very slim and pallid man who's with the Rose Military Police. He looks more authoritative than the rest of them. He looks suspicious, though, at the same time. You have this urge to follow him as he looks around, not quite nervously, but attentively, looking around, observing every direction around him, moving his head quite a bit, as he sneaks off towards the outer gate. This very tall man who generally you'd be able to see above a crowd, but he manages to slip away in between the houses. You raise an eyebrow at this, but then you get told by Henrik. Then you get told by Henrik that the wall lift that was supposed to be coming down to the ground level has gotten stuck halfway down. Whatever are you gonna do? You sigh at the situation. I mean, it couldn't get worse than this, could it? Really?
Nothing ever good when you company think that.
When you reopen your eyes, you're back on the wagon, back in Trost. Well, about to enter Trost. You don't know how long has passed, but that felt like, you were just there the whole time and now you're suddenly back here. It doesn't look like much time has passed. Henrik is still talking with the lieutenant. Do you have anything to say before we return?
I don't believe so. Actually, so like my attention would be like somewhat drawn to the tall guy, right?
Yes. Are you able to quickly fix your mic a little bit? Again. If
Alright,
not,
I got it.
If not, it's okay.
Yeah. Not really, no.
That's fine. You were drawn, yes, to the tall man He took your attention. He seemed to be acting sus.
Interesting.
And he headed towards, at least you saw him, the direction he was heading was towards Shigenshina's outer gate.
Alright.
Okay?
Heading
you.
into this. Alright.
I wonder what happened
Welcome
there.
back.
Welcome, welcome.
Motherfuckers.
What? That's what's going on, man?
What's up, motherfuckers?
Is that what you're saying, character?
No. What the hell was that? What? Why'd I go there? Why my mom's think of today? We're just waiting for the lift to come down, and there's a guy, just weird, tall weirdo on the outer wall. What was that?
He seems confused, muttering to himself about a tall man.
I see. Well, I'm glad you guys are all back to your right minds. Like, is like Mondak and Jonathan back to normal too now, or are they still?
Yes. They seem confused, but yes, they're back. And so is most of the people in the wagons as well.
Huh.
So what's that? He didn't see anything? No noise or anything?
Say again for us.
I'm asking the lieutenants if he saw anything. Because
Okay.
it seemed like the rest of us all saw something.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything. You guys just all collapsed and were freaking out.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, if you're all healthy enough to drive again, they will usher you back through the through the gate.
All right.
We'll move your wagon up a little bit further.
Great.
There's people in the way. Gosh. So, I was
Run him
gonna
over.
say when Henrik comes through, run him over. Oh gosh. That Henrik would know where the main military bases and things are. So next to you, actually, right here, the moment you come in and you turn right, this is the garrison's headquarters. Right here.
Well, that's convenient.
It is
Nice.
convenient. Down the street, further into the city. Of course, it would take you a lot longer to get down this way. This map isn't to scale. This one here is the scout headquarters. And then further along, not on the main road, you take a few turns and you get to the military police's headquarters.
Are we splitting up here then, or
Noticing
are
that
we?
you're all wounded, however, there is another building closer to on the edge of the river, and that is Trust's hospital.
Perfect.
Well, I think the hospital's a good first stop, maybe. I'd like to maybe get the bullet out of my knee.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yep.
I wouldn't complain.
We'll move you
I
down
was say
so
it's like
we can get
gunshot wounds, so
more of you on the map. You might not be exactly at this place if you're headed towards the hospital, but we're just going to put you all here, and we're just going to say that you're... It takes a lot of effort to rotate all of these things. We're just going to get you on the map. You're headed with your wagons towards the hospital. So you're making your way down this street here.
Okay.
When... Oh no.
Oh, good
oh
golly gee. Oh
oh my goodness.
no.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh fuck.
You're heading down this way. And then from behind you, you hear an explosion.
Oh, that's not great.
As fire engulfs the scout headquarters, blowing the windows out, and it's a huge explosion. Doesn't destroy like the entire building, but it's definitely gonna send debris in every direction, including the direction you're in. You're probably out of the blast radius, or if you're in it, it kind of flies over you or goes around. But the scout headquarters has been blown up.
What the fuck happened? Oh my
What
god.
the hell was that?
People are running around, getting in there, trying to figure out what's going on. People with ODM gear are also coming down from like top of the walls and things, trying to figure out what just happened. There's panic in the streets, in the destroyed street. And I'm tempted to leave it there for now. It's a bit of a cliffhanger. I can sort out your wounds off screen since you'll probably be going to the Trust Hospital at some point.
As long as it doesn't fucking explode with us in it, what the fuck? Like, does this just fucking spontaneously combust at all times? Like, what the fuck's going on, man? I'm concerned. First, you guys are getting fucking visions, then buildings are exploding. You guys are fucking up to something.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll leave it there, I think, for today. It was a shorter one, but you got to trust and you experienced some things.
A miracle. The Church of the Flaming Wagon is continuing its expansion.
The Church of the Flaming Wagon. That's a good one. Yeah, we'll pick up. Elsor's probably won't be here because you're going to be away. But we'll pick up if we can, whenever we can get a game with at least 4 of you, and then maybe Elsor's if he can join.
All right.
But yeah, there we go. Anyone have anything they want to say before we end this? Theories or whatever about what's going on.
I just think there's some fucking like I'm feeling like they drank some fucking wine they weren't supposed to. Like the fuck, I don't know. I'm worried that I'm riding with a bunch of Titans and
Elsauce. His character, Genrodra.
What about me? Sorry, you were kind of like sound like a robot.
But yeah, like who's the like my character art that me personally has. The theory that I personally have that's Elsauce ain't quite like the rest of us.
Oh. Well,
Because I don't have PTSD.
I don't know.
Alright.
Okay, well, feel free to discuss it in your text channel as well. Um, I think obviously mics are acting up with everyone anyway, I think today. Um, so yeah, feel free if you want to say anything in your military, well no, your garrison, aren't you? Garrison chat. Um, feel free. That was episode 12, City of Dreams coming to an end. Well done, you made it to
Yeah.
Trost.